Hi, it's Lori with a craft party. Just wanted to get with you today and do a quick little tutorial on making a hidden index card. I'm not sure where I saw this or if there's others. I'm sure there's others out there, but here's what it looks like when it's done. Just slide the index card out and back in, and you can put this in a tuck spot. So we'll go ahead and get started today. I've got this paper here, and I'm going to get out my cutter, and I want to cut these white edges off first. Should have done that before I got on camera. Sorry about that. Hopefully there. Got one more. Looks like this one will be okay. Okay. So we got that cut. Throw those away. Then you want to decide what is going to be your front. I want this here to be my front. So I am going to fold this down. And I want it to be really even. It's going to be important later. And I can see my paper wasn't straight, so I'll have to straighten that up. But now I've got the paper folded in half. Grab this back out. And I forgot the index card. Grab it. And you want about a ½ inch all the way around. You want a ½ inch all the way around the card. So by looking at this, I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to really measure. But I'm going to cut at about right there. Okay, and the smaller piece you don't need anymore, so it can go in your scrap bin for something else like a hidden paper clip. You've got this and you've got this. Next thing you want to do is you want to glue the whole thing closed. You don't want a lot of glue on the edges. And you want to stay close to the edge. And what you're going to do is this is going to be closed up. Only need it on 3 sides because you've got the fold as your 4th side. And you want to make sure that all three sides are secure. Okay. There's what the back looks like, and there's what the front looks like. Then you want, then you want to decorate, and I am going to distress with some vintage photo. Just to get rid of those white edges. It looks good with this peach and purple color. Okay, and I've got a butterfly here I'm going to use for my embellishing. Go ahead and ink that up. I've got a little piece of ephemera here. I'm going to ink that up. And I pulled all this out of my scrap bin. My scraps, stuff that I've already made, and these were leftovers. And they work out really good for that, because once you get it made, it'll fit perfectly into a junk journal of the same colors. So there's that. I want to do the index card. Okay. We're going to go ahead and decorate. So I'm going to take my bigger glue. I'm putting the pin back in my fine tip glue. Get the bigger bottle of glue out. I am going to turn this into a pocket on the front. So I am going to just go around 3 edges. Ooh, I got too much. I'll have to use my cleanup cloth. Should have used the fine tip one. Now I made a mess. There. Wipe some of that off. Okay. Maybe this won't be a pocket this time. We will put this on here like this. We'll see if it'll be a pocket. If not, it's no big deal. Yeah, it's still a pocket. We've got that. And then we've got a butterfly and a piece of ephemera. I think I like it like that. There. Now, this is where the hidden part comes in. You take your cutting tool, and you could do this with a pair of scissors. You don't have to have one of these, but this just makes it a little easier for me. And at about 1 inch, you cut it off. Okay. So now we have 2 pieces. One of them, there we go. We've got, we can stick this in there. You can make this any size that you want by just cutting down the index card. And then the index card goes in here. Okay, so this up, squirt a little glue on that side, flip it over, squirt a little glue on that side. Use the glue of your choice. You can use a glue stick, you can use Barely Art glue. I just have purchased art glitter glue. I like it. Contrary to popular belief, it does not have glitter in it. It just is the name. So we got a little glue sticking out here, so I'm gonna wipe that off. Then this can go in here. No, that won't match. Does this match? Put a little lace on here. I always cut mine just a little big, and then I can trim it when I get it done. Okay, so I want it to be this way. I'm gonna put, see if I can not make a big mess with my glue again. And I'm going to put glue down this edge. It can hang off the left side, but you don't want it to hang off the right side where the index card goes into the slitted piece, because the lace will get in the way when you're trying to move the index card in and out. So you want to go ahead and glue that down. Do that again on this side. And this, like I said before, you can use scrap paper with this because you only need about a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 to make your card. Now this is, let's see, I'll measure it real quick. This is at 6 1/4 by 4 inches. It doesn't have to be that way, just as long as, or that size, just as long as you're making it so the index card could fit in. You could make it even smaller than this, because the index card on mine has a lot of leeway. I'm going to go ahead and cut this extra off here. And you could add some beads to this, some buttons, more embellishments. But there we go. Now you have a hidden index card. Tuck it in a pocket. You've got a journaling spot front and back. Stick it back in there. And again, kind of hidden in there. Thank you for watching today. Goodbye. Hugs.